Hello everyone, welcome back to Butschern and Farming Simulator 22. So we are exactly where we left off last time. We have just started plowing field 10 with the desire to get this thing a couple headlands and ready for some hired help and move on to harvesting field 6 wheat crop and field 1 wheat crop. I did, and we can magically head over to our farm here. I did end up looking at the issue I was having last time with our um, Easy Fork mod, and did figure that out. It was just a simple reset. I don't know what went wrong. I was looking at the log and there was nothing there, but um, yeah, they seem to be working just fine again. So once we get our Massey back here to the farm, we'll get those 2 bales collected and put away. Just admiring our newly leased bale collector. Yeah. Oh, I see I left my hazards on. Drained the battery. That's not good. You know, I wasn't a big fan of this John Deere, and I'm a big fan of John Deere, but I wasn't sure about this, about the 4755. And I know a lot of people love this tractor, but I was watching a video of a 4755 in action, doing some field work, and outside and inside the cab, and there was just something about that experience that has changed my mind about this tractor, and now I really appreciate it. I mean, look at the job Giants does on modeling these things. I'm hoping I'm hoping it's coming through on your end as good as it is on mine. I use Shadowplay, NVIDIA's recording software. Right now, it's what I'm using. I might be looking into switching to something else, maybe OBS or something, but just gorgeous, just absolutely fantastic. It's really the one thing that you don't get from the game, and I don't know how this could be fixed, is just the feeling of size of this equipment. I know one time I was driving. Here, let's move on. You guys don't want to just listen to me yap. Um, we can work and yap, right? That's what a guy I used to work for many years ago, cleaning carpets. He would always say to me, you know, you can talk and work at the same time, and it was some revelation, right? Like for me, maybe it was. I think I was probably 19 years old then, and would rather talk than work. But yeah. Anyways, what was I talking about? Um, See, now I lost my train of thought. Oh, scale. I don't know how you could get scale better in the game, honestly. I know one time I was with my kids, and we stopped and took a look at these they were Case IH. They were the big quad tracks that were at this. I don't know where they were for sale. It wasn't like a Case dealer, but they were on the side of the road. They were for sale, and I stopped with them and I took some pictures of us in front of them and in front of the tractors and stuff. And seeing this equipment up close and personal, it's awe-inspiring how big this stuff really is in real life. And in the game, I just feel like you don't quite get that same feeling. And I don't really know how that can be corrected or made better. Maybe at some point, if they go virtual with it, if they go VR, I don't know. Maybe that's potential. But anyways, now I'm looking at this field and see how this field is shaped, and I know that hired helpers are just going to lose their minds probably with this curve. So what I think we'll do real quick, and hopefully this won't be too awfully time consuming, but I think what we'll do is we'll give them a fighting chance, and I try to help my hired workers out as much as I can. We're just going to aim for that bush right there in front of us. just kind of aim for that bush and try to get somewhat of a decent line and maybe square this field off a little bit for our hired workers. See, I'm going a little bit out, but that's okay. I think they'll be okay. That looks really good. Whoa! Look where you're going. Watch where you're going. Yeah, I think everybody's favorite. I think, I think about, why do people play this game? I mean, why do I play this game? What's the, what's the draw to it, right? And I watch Farmer Klein's YouTube channel, and he has talked about this a few times where for him it's just the chill. It's being able to just sit back, relax. It's not stressful. It's just an easy going game that you can pick up, play anytime. You're not stressed out about shooting zombies um, or anything like that. You're just doing farm work, and it's really. I never was interested that much in farming and agriculture until I started playing this game, and then I started watching videos. I think what I started with was like videos of the equipment itself. Like I would see some cool equipment in the game, and I would want to, I'd be like, "Is that real? Like, does that thing really exist?" And sure enough, I'd find videos of farmers using that very equipment. Oh, listen to that. It's drawn. Yeah, it's digging in. Farmers using this equipment, this real equipment, and it's like, wow, okay, that's that is cool. Like that actually exists. One thing that comes to mind straight away is that Krone Big M, that mower. I'll tell you what, I could watch videos of that thing mowing grass probably sadly all day. Um, if you haven't had a chance to check out the Krone Big M, check out some videos on that thing. It is amazing how fast that thing goes for the width that it can mow at one time, and just watching that waterfall of grass coming out the back of the mowers, it's really impressive. And then watching some of these balers and just all. And then you can watch too, and it's funny too because if you watch videos on real life farmers and stuff, you can tell how much they love their equipment. You can just tell like how excited they are when they get something new or when they're driving something big and massive. And I don't know, there's just something really, really invigorating about it. I watch and it's not just men either by a long shot. Culture and younger women too. And I watch this one girl's channel, Kate's Ag, it's called, and she's like 18 years old now, I think. um, and she's just a little thing, and she's she's out there driving these gigantic tractors and combines and all this stuff, and like, whoop-de-doo. I mean, it's funny to even see her, like, she's driving semis, and you know how I think that's one thing that kind of freaks me out a little bit, if I'm being honest, how with farmers, at least in the US, and I think it's in most states, um maybe not all states, but oh, now you're gonna wait for me? Okay, I'll oh, he's honking at me. Ho ho ho. All right, all right, all right, we'll go then. Oh, in real life, oh boy, we'd have words. Yeah, I'm gonna plow up the street now, buddy. I wanted to hit this little spot right here because it's bugging me. There we go. And I don't know how licenses work for driving semis, farm equipment semis. I am under the distinct impression, at least for this young lady who's in Montana, that because it is farm machinery, quote unquote, that she does not need to go get a, I don't even know what class license it is, but basically it's kind of like, oh, it's a farm semi, so knock yourself out kind of thing. Now, I'm not saying that to say that they're reckless or that she's reckless or anything, because her dad is teaching her how to drive it, and he is quite particular. It's pretty funny, actually, how particular he is um, with her driving the semi, which is reasonable because, I mean, it's very dangerous. It's a lot of weight, and you can hurt somebody, kill somebody if you don't know what you're doing. So he's on her. There's no doubt about that. But anyways, I don't know where I was really gonna go with that, other than I just found it curious. Did I? Okay, I just found it curious that how again how you can do the semi thing and not go through all that stuff. But maybe it's different in different states. I honestly I don't know. I'm not even gonna pretend to know, um, but it is kind of curious. And then here, I'm in Michigan, and in Michigan, I'm not even sure in Michigan what the exact laws are. Maybe I'll look that up and let you guys know what I find out, at least for Michigan rules on it. Okay, so we are going to, I think we're at a point now. I'm going to do one more headland. I'm going to do one more headland. Let's turn this thing. I think we should do at least one more headland here. Hi, sheep. Aw, look at the sheep up there. Now, that's kind of cool, too, about this map is we can, at some point, once we get the cash... Look at, there's like part. That's hilarious. I don't know why I never really paid much attention to that. But there's cars just parked there, and now I'm assuming they're parked there. Oh, okay. All right. I'm not even going to say what I was thinking, but I think over there's a marina beyond the sheep there, right? Is that true? The map doesn't really show it, but I'm pretty sure. Where am I at? I'm over here. Okay. I'm pretty sure this is water over here. You know what? Sorry, guys, but it's like seeing a squirrel. I gotta check this out real quick. Yeah, okay. Because I thought for a second there, they just sitting there watching sheep. Ah, that makes a lot more sense. I mean, I get it if you want to look at sheep, but okay. Now that makes a little bit more sense as to why there's parking there. But anyways, hey little sheep, you know what? We're gonna own you someday. I think we'll probably end up buying you guys. How would you like that? Have a new daddy? Yeah. I'd probably make sure you get fed. Yeah, okay, whatever. He's like, yeah, not impressed. Um, but yeah, we can buy those sheep pastures there, and um, kind of be nice, I think, eventually to own those. Let's see. Once again, I have lost my train of thought. I completely forget what we were talking about before this, other than how cool farming equipment is. Oh yeah, truck driving. Yeah, I am going to check Michigan law on that because I am curious if in Michigan if they allow farmers to kind of bypass the typical. And I wonder how that works then. I'm assuming I'm assuming you would be restricted to within your own state. Like I would think you wouldn't be allowed to um, just drive the semi, like from Michigan down to Florida full of, you know, just because you're a farmer. I would think you'd have to be on farm business within the state, I would think. I don't know. So I'm kind of curious about that. Now this thing actually gets bogged down. It's kind of funny. You could definitely hear it working. That's pretty cool. Okay, so a channel that I watch a lot is DJ Goham, right? I mean, I think a lot of people who play this game and have played this game for a long time watch DJ Goham's channel. He's kind of he does a show every day for mod news, our farm sim news, and then whenever there's new mods released on the Giants Mod Hub, he does a video on all the new mods on the Mod Hub. And I would encourage you to check out, even if you're not interested in that. Ooh, I didn't do a very good job, did I? With in regards to straight. We're gonna straighten this out a little bit. Sorry, guys. Anyways, I would recommend, even if you're not interested in that, I would recommend watching his videos though recently of his trip to Giants in Germany. He's got some really interesting inside Giants footage, and one thing that he shows that I thought I think it was just released today was, or shows as much as he can, is the process of what Giants does to release mods on the Mod Hub. And I thought, you know what, that is really cool to see. Just to see what they do to they don't show like a lot of specifics, like this is exactly how we test them and stuff like that, but they show enough to definitely kind of give you more insight into what it takes and what they go through to approve mods and get them out on the Mod Hub. It's pretty cool. He showed another one. What was that other one he had where it was? Oh shoot! Now I kind of forget. It was. Anyways, check them out. They're good stuff. I think you'll enjoy them. If you like the game, I think you would definitely enjoy these, a little bit of insight into Giants. I'm just trying to straighten this out a little bit. I wasn't really planning on doing a lot of this this episode, but I think it's worth getting us set up for our hired help. And I am going to I'm going to kick the hired help off, and we'll clean up after them if we need to. And I know they're going to miss some. I didn't do the best job in setting them up for success, but hopefully it'll be good enough. The only thing I'm concerned about is you know, I could go the other way. Nah. Who's honking at who? What is this person honking at us for? Is that the same person that was honking at me earlier? Oh, I bet it is. All right. I see how they're gonna play it. Wow, that's straight. Okay, so my idea of straight, yeah, I don't know what I don't know what I was doing then. I don't know. I want to see which way he turns is what I'm curious about. Because if he turns to the right, I'm gonna stop him. And I think that's exactly what he's going to do. Yeah. We're going to stop him because I don't want him working on that part of the field. I want him working on this part of the field. Oh, I know. Was that your buddy in the black car too? Is this like some kind of a community conspiracy against the farmer kind of thing? All right, let's get you set up here. Let's just stick with him for, let's see, is it a girl or a guy this time? So we know what to name him. Oh, it's a dude. All right. Or is that me? That's probably me again, right? Or is that... No, that's a dude driving. All right. Maybe we'll name him Jimmy Dean or... I don't know, though. We're not in America. It's a German map, most likely, so... I have no idea, you know. I'm not good with German names, first names at least. I don't even know what popular... That's sad, isn't it? At work, my cubicle neighbor, I guess you could say, is German. He's from Germany. He's lived in the States for quite a few years. Okay. All right, folks. Look, what's the deal? What are you doing? What's the problem? I honestly don't know why they're stopping and why they're so upset. That is hilarious, though. I feel like there's like a conspiracy going on here. If I see that black car again and they honk, we might have words. All right, so it looks like our hired help is actually going to continue on the direction I want him to go. So let's get the combine fired up. Let's see, where am I at? So we are going to work on field 6, which is right there. Let's disconnect our header cart. Try not to drive too much on my neighbor's crops. And pick up our header here. I was curious in real life too. Like I'm curious. I'm always curious. Like in the game, you see how, you know, how you go and you drive up to a header like this, and you clamp onto it, and off you go. That is exactly how it is in real life, and it's kind of funny because I was watching this one channel, and he's a farmer in New York, and he. Oh, what's going on here? All right, there we go. He's a farmer in New York, and he didn't have the header sitting on the cart very well on the trailer. So when he got to the field and unhooked everything, the header had kind of shifted a little bit. And the way he was parked, he couldn't get, you know, how the front of the combine that attaches to the header. Actually, let's do this. So the front of the combine, this snout right here, I don't know, there's got to be a real name for it, but he couldn't get it to lower enough to pick the header up because the header was pretty low down. So they actually had to go get a telehandler and lift the header up, and which allowed the combine to hook onto it. So, I mean, farmers have real life problems. So sometimes I think that when we see goofy things happening in the game, you know, maybe Giants has a few tricks up their sleeves, and instead of them being bugs, maybe they're things that, you know, happen in real life, and they're just kind of chuckling behind the scenes going, yeah, that's a real issue, by the way. So, we'll see. Oh, how are we looking on this field? I'm trying to figure out. So we want to do a headland here. Yeah, this is pretty straightforward stuff. That header cart is not placed the greatest. It's in my way a little bit, but I think we'll make do. I think I've got my straw turned on. Let's make sure of that. I do not indeed have straw turned on. There we go. No, I did have straw turned on. What am I doing? Now I've got straw turned on. There we go. Yeah. I don't think our yields are going to be fantastic on these fields. Something tells me these fields aren't maxed out for yield, but that's all right. We'll work on that. Once we get them cleaned up and harvested and plowed up, we'll get them fixed up to our liking. Still looking for that black car to come around. I can almost feel him looking at us right now. Oh, that's too funny. It's funny how, like, you can kind of lose yourself in a game. And I'm not saying, you know, but you can, right? You can lose yourself in a game. I guess that's what it's kind of all about, I guess, in a way, is that immersion. And how, like, your emotions can actually be triggered and stuff big time with games. And I just always find that kind of fascinating. Even with simple things like I know that this is total AI traffic. I know there is no, you know, they're not after me. They're not, they, you know, that kind of thing. But it's funny that what comes to mind, though, when a car is messing with you, or when they're honking at you, and you just get that little twinge of, you know, gut, especially if you know, if you drive, you just get that little twinge in your gut, like, why are you honking at me, man? Like, I didn't do anything. This is on you. Oh, that's right. It's Farming Simulator, and you're just AI, and you don't even know what planet you're on. So, yeah, I just find it kind of humorous how easily I think humans in general can get, you know, caught up in gaming. Anyways, I think I have gone, well, we're probably close to our, getting close to time to quit. I try to stick around 30 minutes. I would go longer, but I'll tell you, the upload sizes and stuff are pretty big, and I want to try to maintain some reasonable upload sizes to YouTube. Let's go ahead and let's finish a round trip here on this field. We'll check on Heinrich. Maybe Heinrich. I don't know. I feel like there's plenty of people in Germany, I'm sure, that are called Steve and Bill. In fact, oh, I know what I was saying. My cube neighbor, who's from Germany. Why did I just turn you off? Was born there, raised there, moved to the States later on in life. His name is Benjamin. So, I mean, there you go. Yeah. But I'm sure, you know, in other countries, people think of what's the typical American name. I don't know what would be a typical American name. You know, probably Jim, Steve, you know, Michael, Robert, maybe. I don't know. I don't know. It's kind of funny to me. But I do love the game, and I was glad I took some time off from it. I think it got me re-inspired, certainly, to play the game some more. And I'm really enjoying 22. I think every version, you know, that Giants comes out with just brings more and more advancements to the game. And I know that there's always people who are like, you know, is it just me, or does there not seem to be any much difference between, you know, this version and the last? And then you get into it and you're kind of like, oh, yeah, maybe there is a little more difference, you know, and kind of stuff. So let's check on, yeah, let's be very quiet though, so they don't know we're spying on them. Actually doing a fine job. Doing a good job. All right. Very impressed. Looks like I gave him enough headland. I am going to go ahead and stop him, though, so we can have him pick up next time we join to play on Butschern. So nice. Let's just check our repair. Oh, it's not too bad. We're doing all right. Yeah, we're doing all right. Good deal. Well, thanks again, everyone, for joining me, putting up with me, listening to me. I really appreciate it. I really do. Feel free to leave a life, leave a life, leave a like below if you did enjoy the video. And certainly, if you'd like to stay update on what's going on the channel, go ahead and subscribe if you do feel like it. And until next time, we will finish getting this plowed. We'll finish harvesting and see if we can't move on to just keep moving onward and upward. I think eventually we are going to be getting some mowing done. All this, I think, is all, yeah, this is all that grassland here. So I think we've got quite a bit of grass we can start hitting too. And we're gonna have to start selling some stuff eventually. Maybe we'll do some silage work. That's usually pretty lucrative. All right. Thanks much again. Take care of yourselves. God bless, and I will see you next time here on Butchern.